Welcome to Spiritual Healing with Sarah Love. I'd like to welcome you to my channel today, and my prayers are that you would like and share and subscribe and spread this healing love around. Today, I'd like to talk about a lot of unrest is happening in America, in Israel. It's unrest, and there's a lot of it is really deals with racism and religion and everybody hating one another, and it's not good. And I'd like to bring a solution to the racism, a new way of looking at things. And this new way involves you getting that understanding that you are spirit first. You are spirit and a body. We come down through the portal of a woman and we become a physical human being. But it's the spirit that enters the woman that brings life, right? So, I talked about this before. In the spirit world, there's no gender. There's no male, no female. There's no race. There's no color. Because you're spirit first. You're spirit. It's when we enter this realm that we become physical, right? So in the process of becoming physical, this new understanding is really not new. It's just people don't have this understanding. But with racism and people going against people, if you understand that if you cause havoc on another race or religion, then possibly in the next lifetime, guess what's going to happen? You'll be that race that you went up against. And then you'll get to experience that, what they experienced. Everything goes in a circle. It repeats itself. The lifetimes return. You return here to this earth school to get these lessons. And the lesson is to love ye one another. This is the lesson. Love ye one another. If you don't want something done to you, don't do it to nobody else. Because other than that, you're gonna live that process. You will live it. It may not be in this lifetime, because you came a certain race, but in another lifetime you will come back in another race, because you will have to have gotten that understanding where you wouldn't want nobody to treat you like that. And this is the cycle that repeats itself until we evolve as human beings and function from a love aspect. So get that wisdom and getting that understanding. Again, people say they don't believe in reincarnation, but it's not to say because you don't believe it that it doesn't exist. It is very real, and you can inquire and check, because I have done it. I've ran into documentaries on YouTube that showed people that exactly knew where they lived at in another life and who their family was. And they was a boy in that lifetime, and then in this lifetime they came back, they was a girl. So just because we don't believe something doesn't mean that it's not real. I talked before in the beginning of my videos about that percentage of the brain that we use. We use less than 10% of our brains. So I would suggest to you that you not be closed-minded and seek out understanding. You don't have to go by my word. Seek your own understanding. And what works for you works for you. But what works all the way around the board is love. That's what works all the way around the board. No religion, no color. And that's what works. Treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. With respect, with dignity, and with love. So this is my message for today. We don't have to live in a world where people go against somebody else because of their race or go against somebody else because of their religion. If you're functioning from God, you're functioning in love. If you're functioning from the higher self, you're functioning in love. Sending you love and light, and most of all, healing.